Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. Welcome Felix to the stream. Today we're sitting here at Kathmandu airport, and the aircraft today will be the MD-82 from China Northern. Standing here at stand 7 already, and we're all set up to get to our flight to Paro. So the aircraft is already started with the battery on. So we now start. Oh, how I missed that sound, which you didn't hear, so I started the game again. So let's see. I noticed that I still haven't started, or actually, do we need to start VATSIM? No, come on, we're going to fly offline. Nah, well, come on, we start B-pilot. I'm gonna go to fly online. Okay, so let's start setting up emergency lights. Seatbelt signs remain off as we're not yet fueled up. MD-82, I'm just going to connect to VATSIM quickly. There we go. Okay, connected. Reset. Anti-fog on. Cockpit floodlights on, logo lights on. We don't do the tests today because, well, obviously the aircraft is working. Cockpit door can remain open. Position lights are on. Okay, so it's the first flight in the MD-82 after a new update. So it's now possible to also communicate air to air. I've not tried that yet, so I have no idea if this is working or not. What we also can do is we can load the weight and balance now, not only from the OFP, which we have to download beforehand, but also from SimBrief OFP. So let's try that. Check entries. So at least the call sign is correct. CBF 461 on the 5th of November. We have a zero fuel weight of 50.221. That's, well, 60 off what we have planned in the flight plan, but that's fine. Takeoff weight 61.6, that's also exact, and landing weight is also precise. Okay, so it looks like this is all set. Fuel-wise, 11,775, and we have 4, 8, 12... Yeah, that's fine. We have some extra fuel on board. Oh, there we have 11,775. Okay, perfect. So, let's see. Because this is also new, like the SimBrief stuff. Aircraft services, I don't know, like fuel requested. Okay, fuel on board. So we don't have the fuel on board yet, so we need to fuel up the aircraft. So request refueling, and we now also have the charts now here available from Navigraph. So interesting. We have, oh, okay, so we can click the airports up here, and then we have like the overview. There is also a way to pinpoint the single charts. So for the departure, or let's start with the airport itself. So we need the airport. We pin that down here, and for the please use the refuel. Okay. Okay, wait a second. I first need to start. Okay, it's automatically refueling. Perfect. And for the SID, we're going the Igris 1 Echo departure. That's this one, with a right turn here around the mountains and then back out of the valley. So we pinpoint that as well, and we can then check here. Transition altitude is 13,500. Expect, I can zoom in a little bit. Expect close-in obstacles and authorization required. Well, I don't think there is ATC online. No, there isn't. So runway 20 it will be. And yeah, I'd say we go into the FMC here and start everything up, right? So route-wise, there is a way. Hi Martin, welcome to the stream. So there is a way, I think, on requesting my flight. So let's see, pre-flight. I think this is all set. Okay, trip fuel will be 2639. Taxi fuel will be 363. And we have block fuel 11775. Block fuel. Okay, so we just sent that out. I don't know. Flight plan is sent as well. Initialization data is init request. Let's see. It should load up our flight 461. Scheduled date is the 5th. Kathmandu to Paro. Estimated departure is 11:30. 46 minutes. Okay, so it is actually fall in. Departure request is CPDLC. There is no controller online, so nothing to do here. Reports request. By the way, requests. This is. No, where is it? Oh, here, CPDLC, and we can now do air-to-air. So I need to enter the ATS station, the aircraft's ID, basically. Maybe it's the call sign, I don't know, I think so. Should be the call sign. And then we can send a free text and send it out. Okay, now, let's see, we received, no, ACARS, received messages, return, AFMC. So why is there no... Oh, okay, there we go. So here's the flight plan. Takeoff weight, block fuel. We have a crew message here. Preliminary weights. 0 fuel weight 5129. 0 fuel weight CG 9.9. Takeoff CG 13.5. Okay. Core route. So let's try that. Going from Kathmandu to... Paro. Oh, it is, but it says Kimti. Oh, that's actually correct. So this is working as well. Perfect. Runway 20. It's gonna be. Okay, so 0 fuel weight. Can I just click that? No. Okay. But no problem. 0 fuel weight was 50.2. Fuel is 11.7/N. Final reserve plus alternate is 13228 382122 2.2. Really? No, 4.2. What do I do? 4.2. Okay. Cruising altitude is 310. Cruising wind is 268.39. Okay, and ISA deviation is +9. +9 ISA deviation. Transition altitude 13.5, that is correct. So, okay, for the takeoff page, we're gonna have a look at that later on. Runway 20, it's gonna be Egree 1 Echo. There we go. Oh, actually, did something wrong here. Again, 1 Echo, and then transition Kimti, because we're going over Kimti. runway 20. Egress. And then we can continue to Kimti. And then we fly to Zubzu, which is also the final waypoint before we start the Zubzu 1 arrival into runway 15. What we probably won't do. Because I'm gonna go fly the visual approach, of course. No RNF. So forecast. Let's see. Is there? Okay. Transition level by ATC. There is no departure route, so I have no idea how high the transition level is. So I don't know, I just put it on 1.5. Well, the go around altitude is 16,000. Let me see. Arnav must have climbed to 16,000, so I guess that the transition altitude 18, so flight level is 190 then actually. Okay, perfect. 190. Anti-ice is, I guess, not required today. And concerning the winds, let me just quickly enter the descent winds. It's not too important though, but okay. Flight level 200. Flight level 150. Flight level 100. 272 at 28. Then we have 272 at 4. Oh, the wind is quite calm here up there. And 26 with only 3 knots. So the wind is very calm today. The sun is already setting, so it's gonna be a night approach if we would take real flight, real world time. But of course I will just turn back the time so we can approach in daylight. So what happens if I pin more than... Ah, okay, so it's just adding that above the map. Okay, perfect. So the RNAV basically brings us... So here's the airport, and the RNAV brings us from this waypoint, Papa Romeo 777 at 16,000 through here. The quality is quite bad, isn't it? Even if I zoom in, I feel it's quite bad. Okay, anyway. Now we probably approach from Papa Romeo 888, and then we go over here. We will cross Papa Romeo 816 at 13,800 with a maximum of 145 knots. And we will already be in final configuration once we approach this point, because there is a very high altitude here, very high mountain, which we're gonna cross. And then we start our descent into the valley. We might need some left and right turns to lose some altitude, because otherwise the descent would be really steep. And yeah, so the Zubzu 1 actually brings us to Papa Romeo 888. This is what I was talking about, 17,000 feet and maximum 185 knots. So we will definitely be at 185 or even less, probably. So let me just pin that. Yeah, and then from Papa Romeo 888, this is down here. We're gonna fly the RNAV to Papa Romeo 816, and from there on we're gonna take over and fly manually. Yeah, this is what we gonna do. Okay, perfect. So now go for performance. So we leave runway 20. Condition is, yep, dry. Let me quickly get the wind. 270 at 6. So 270 at 6. We have an outside air temperature of 20 degrees. QNH is 10. Come on, 1019. No, 1019. Anti-ice off. Packs on. Runway length okay, and takeoff weight according to the flight plan will be 61.6. 61.6. Okay, calculate. Okay, flap 85, cell temp 29, V1, VR, V2. We have all set. So let's see, flap 85, cell temp 29. Flaps 85. Flaps 85. Flaps 85. Cell temp 29. And where can I see my CG? Well, okay, let's first of all continue with that. Cell temp 29. 29. Set zero fuel weight is 50.2. This is the zero fuel weight. That's fine. That's set. 29 is the cell temp, and come on. Oh, and also, where is the cockpit lighting? There it is. Put that on. A little bit of floodlight here as well. Performance, takeoff, flex 29, and we have 39, 43, 52. 139, 142, 153. Okay. Hi Alex, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that you're gonna enjoy that. So, preliminary weight is done. We can now request boarding quickly. Now we don't want to record, don't want to load up the crew. I'm just not sure when we will receive the final load sheet now after we have the let's see. Okay, after cargo is open already. Forward cargo should now open as well. Yep. And we quickly load up the 138 passengers. Bus is already coming. I don't know why the stair is not connected. That's a little bit weird though, but whatever. Oh, open rear exit. We need hydraulic pressure. Okay, let's do that quickly. No, after main. That was, yeah, that was what I wanted to open. I don't know. Since the last update, my GSX has a problem with the passengers just hovering to the aircraft. They are not really. Like, not really walking again. Also the Marshall, the pushback truck and stuff, they are all only floating, basically. Looks a bit weird though, but, well. What about this guy? Is this guy moving? No. See, this is also not moving. They are loading up the baggage, but nothing is moving, basically. Yeah, that looks really weird. Okay. Well, yeah, welcome to GSX, so. Okay, I think we should start the APU now. I have fuel on board for another 1 hour. The light is a little bit too bright here. Yeah, I have fuel on board for another hour, just in case we need to go around. So let's see if I can bring this baby up again. So packs, okay, and we should receive the final load sheet once all passengers are on board. At least I hope so. Okay, so frequency can be turned to 122.8 on standby. So this is set already. Do I have an auto brake? No, I haven't. Perfect. Because I don't think that China Northern had auto brake back in the day. You can see the APU flap and the heat coming out of it, like the light post is like flickering. Really nice. Okay, so APU is available. We leave the ground power connected as support. Basically, we can switch APU IC on today because we have 180 passengers. That's a lot of passengers, but well, the cabin difference is not too much, so yeah, we have like 22, so Econ is fine for now. Save up some fuel. Okay, and boarding is almost done. I just hope that we gonna receive the final load sheet. I can, unlike the Phoenix, I cannot, you know, request it. Why is it so bright? And also I can turn on flight mode and night mode, why not? Okay, so flight recorder AHRS alignment is verified, FMS and GPS checked and cross-checked. Emergency lights are armed, cabin signs, well, we're done refueling, so we can turn on the seatbelt signs. Windshield anti-ice switch. I have anti-fog on, so it is anti-ice on. Okay. Engine sync selector is off. Stall warning tested. Air condition shut-off switch is auto. Fire protection system tested. TRP tested. Fuel quantity set. Altimeters 1019 is set and cross-checked. Fuel shut-off levers are off. They are off. Cabin pressurization lever is set to auto. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, now it's on manual. And now we click it, yeah, back to auto. Okay. Okay, so cockpit crew checklist is done. We're now here at the before start checklist. So before start checklist, the parking brake is set. EFB is set to flight mode. Engine sync selector, we can already set that to 8. Engine sync, yeah, left, right, center, fuel tank pumps all on. I don't think we have fuel in the center tank. Oh, we have. Okay, so we can turn on all the pumps. Anti-collision lights stop the checklist. So we stop here and wait for the passengers to board the airplane. Let's see how far we are. 138, 138. So there is not yet a final load sheet arrived, but well, a landing altitude, just in case we need to return, is about 4,300. I have to turn that a lot here. 4,300, and the QNH obviously is 1019. Set. We leave the temperature here on auto, obviously. It's good enough. Okay, so And we're now almost ready to go. I just wait for the GSX stuff to finish. But yeah, it's at 83% already, so. Okay, boarding completed. Perfect. So we can close the cargo doors. We can close the stairs. And we basically can close the main entrance here as well. Can we? Ah, there we go. Door is closed. We can now disconnect the ground power. Wrong button. Okay, ground power disconnect and return. Yeah, still there is no final load sheet, so we just take this one. So takeoff CG is 13.5, so we set that. 13.5. And we set the trim. Trim set. Go to Unicom flaps. 8.5. 8.5. Trim is set. So we have takeoff flex 29. It's all set. Okay. Let's go back to the checklist. Okay, so anti-collision lights on. APU norm econ switch, well, obviously back to normal, and we can request pushback at this time. Okay, we have another message. Oh, there is the final load sheet, I think. Yeah, perfect. Can acknowledge this. Pax 0 of 139. I don't know. 13.2 is the takeoff CG. So there's not a big change, so we leave that. And we have CBF 461. It's my ATC ID. Transponder mode turned on. APU set. Packs off. Air on. This is all set. This is also set. Okay. Pressure is available, so we can now start the engines. So we just wait for the pushback crew to complete their tasks, and then yeah, we're now getting lifted. In which direction do I have to turn? And why do I have no charts open yet? Okay, so nose to the right. Yep. In a second, I just need to start my Navigraph charts, and while we're starting the engines, I turn off the music as well. Yes, 1 second, please. You can also turn on Yeah, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can... Yep, brakes are released. Okay, so we have a maximum of 220 knots for the departure, and we can now start the right-hand engine. Oh, by the way, now we can start it. %. And we can basically climb up to our cruising altitude of flight level 310. Generator is kicking in. Start engine number 1. I really like the airport of Kathmandu. It's, I don't know, but it's always very interesting to fly here. Concerning the heading, I go for heading 200. By the way, .200. There is another message here, I think. Captain, check your fuel payload planning. Weight is beyond maximum. Okay, I'm gonna check that, but it shouldn't be actually. Yeah, everything at the same time, yeah. Okay. We have a takeoff weight of 61.6 and the maximum is 67.8. Yeah, absolutely. The architecture is really nice. Unfortunately, there are not many buildings here. Okay, so we can basically turn on terrain radar already. Pitot heat is on to captain's side, so we don't need the APU anymore. We leave the turn the APU off then. Packs to auto, so passengers get fresh air. Cockpit door close. Yep, absolutely, Alex. Absolutely. We can extend the landing lights already. And we just wait for the taxi light until the pushback truck is gone. So we turn on some floodlighting here and the digital numbers as well. Yeah, you can see here the terrain that looks really, really dangerous. So that's why you definitely need terrain, or should have terrain radar. Terrain radar on. Okay, so we're all set. Taxi light is on, and we turn on head tracking here as well. There we go, and okay, we can continue here. After start, engine ignition selector. Back to the off position. Pitot and static heat is on to captain side. Airfoil, anti-ice as required. Air condition supply switch is auto set. Door Q light checked off. Hydraulic system checked and set. We are all set on high pressure. Yep, all set. Taxi light is on. Brakes released, and we start taxi to the active. Okay, after start, and then we have taxiing checklist, APU air switch. APU is off, APU, oops, come on, APU air switch is off as well. TRP is set, VBUCs are set, flight instruments is checked, FMS is checked, flight controls. Let's quickly test that. Can I see the wings? No, I can't, of course. Okay, so rudder left and right, okay. All feel free. Stall warning is no, wrong side. Auto brake not available. Aileron, rudder and stabilizer trim is 0, 0 checked. 0, we can close them down. I can't arm the auto brakes here. Okay, and we start taxi. Takeoff briefing is performed, cabin report is obtained, taxiing checklist is complete. Takeoff checklist, so that will be the next one. Flight director is on both sides. And we start. I'm just having a look on the map here, so don't worry about, don't wonder about what's going on with the camera view here. Okay, so we're at least taxiing into the right direction. Kathmandu traffic, China Northern 461 is taxiing to runway 20 Kathmandu. So, and then I will, of course, actually, you know what, I could turn the time from night to day. So basically, we're just flying into the sunrise instead of the sunset right now. Weather is the same, of course, but you have all the different lightings. Do we need to backtrack? Well, yeah, I think we should. I mean, the runway is long enough. We usually don't have to, but let's just do it. Kathmandu traffic, China Northern 461 lining up, backtracking runway 20 Kathmandu. All the lights on. Everything is on. Transponder mode. TARA. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? I can barely make 360. Yeah, oops. It's not going well for 360. Okay, so takeoff. Takeoff runway is 20, full length. Takeoff data is confirmed. Fuel balance is checked. Everything looks good. Brake temperature is down here. Is working and all normal. Engine ignition selection is set to both. And EOAP is checked. No message. There is a blue light here. Rudder travel unrestricted. Ah, yeah. This is this button here, I think, right? Yeah, okay. Rudder control manual. No, that's this one. What I don't do, what I did not do, is the flap setting. Actually, why is there no takeoff message for a takeoff check for the flaps? That's interesting. Okay, flaps 8.5 is set. And we're all lined up now on runway 20. So we start the chrono. Or maybe not. Nope. There we go. Run. Take off. Auto thrust on. Full forward. Come on. Where are we? Full forward pressure. Takeoff thrust set. Why does it not? Okay, it's back to clamp. Kathmandu traffic, China Northern 461 taking off from a 20 Kathmandu. 80 knots, release the forward pressure. Hands still on the throttle until V1. Rotate. And up we go. Gear up. So I turn on the autopilot already just because I want to see climb thrust set. Just because I want to see the surroundings here. And oh, I need to check. It has heading select. Let me see. Yeah, and it should set. We need to pay attention that we turn, and now we decrease climb rate. We go to EPR, climb thrust, and there we go. Paro in the night, wow. That must be very... Look at the mountains back there. I so love it. In the, like Kathmandu in sunrise or sunset, it's always amazing. I just don't get why it's not catching up the nav track. Well, we're still at flaps 8.5. Yeah, you can see the mountains here, and it's really important that you... Wow. It's really nice. So let's see. On the Lex page, and then we have... What do we have? Romeo Foxtrot 018. There we want to go now. So execute that. And nav track, vert speed. Okay, EPR limit. And then we go on. Can now reduce the time, the climb rate a little bit. We're still on 8.5 flaps. And the speed is now increasing. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, nav track is captured. Okay, set the heading, always matching to our flight path. That's very important here. So just in case anything goes wrong with the nav, we can straight set the heading. Okay, and I think we can now increase the speed. Oh well, actually we can... No, we stay at 220 knots for now. Until we are well clear of the surroundings, which we basically are right now. So we can select flaps 0. I'm still happy that I was able to bring the Mad Dog back up in the air. And slats up. Okay, speed low, yes, of course, because we have the slats retracted. And we're passing 10,000 feet, but we leave the landing lights and the seatbelt signs still on. Oh, look at that. Just took a screenshot here. I'm really not sure if I can fly the Mad Dog back into Paro. The last time I did the flight into Paro with the Mad Dog was last time I streamed it. So that's gonna be a really interesting approach today. Okay. Speed is 290, 31 is orange. We can now increase the speed to 230 knots. Because this is still a restriction on the SID. Actually, I could show you that. After takeoff, brake temperatures checked, landing gear is up, lights out, auto brake is off, speedway flaps up, engine ignition selector can be turned off. Center tank fuel pump altimeters 1013 is still set. Not set because, well, transition altitude is 13,500. I think you are a pilot who has no problem with it. No, I don't think so. The only problem is that the approach into Paro is always very, very interesting, you know. And I also request the weather information for Paro. I think the airport closes now in real life, so that might be the latest weather update we get here. Okay, 230 knots, and we're well clear of the terrain, so we can actually increase the speed to 290 knots. Yeah, and that's very, very typical for Kathmandu. You have the fog down there, or smog, I don't know, maybe a mix of both. The airport of Kathmandu is, most of the time, it's in IFR conditions. So we climb up now to our cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. And as I said, we then gonna get into Paro from here, from Papa Romeo 888, and max. Yeah, it wants me to have a maximum of 185 knots over Papa Romeo 888. So yeah, we really need to be slow already once we approach Papa Romeo 888. From there on, we join the RNAV until this point here, Papa Romeo 816, and from there we're gonna start our visual approach manually down the valley all the way to the airport runway 15. Depending on the wind and weather, we might disconnect the autopilot a little bit earlier, but yeah, this is actually what my plan looks like for today. Papa Romeo 888 at 17,000 feet and maximum of 185 knots. So we're gonna have the flaps out already. No, Alex, I didn't fly the. I don't fly the RMP. It's just for like this routing here into the valley. Until this point, Papa Romeo 816. This is what we're probably going to fly with the autopilot. And from this point over here, we're gonna fly over very close terrain, and from there we start our manual flight, manual descent, manual flight into the valley, and then all the way down to the airport. As I said, maybe depending on the weather, depending on the weather, I might disconnect the autopilot a little bit earlier to join this valley here manually. But I always have troubles to find this specific point over here. And the problem is you really need to go over this point because otherwise there will be too much terrain, and yeah, therefore I always like to fly with the autopilot to that point. Okay, we can now set standard pressure 1013 or 29992, which is now set. We can turn off the landing lights, we're now high enough. We can also turn off the seatbelt signs, or actually make it to auto. Climb thrust is set, engines looking good. Actually, there's a slight difference here, I have to say. I don't know if this is normal. By the way, we can also set the transition pumps and the auxiliary pumps to off. Turn it to low. And we can turn terrain off. Where's the... Oh, there's the weather radar. Weather radar, okay, and weather plus turbulence. I don't know if this is actually working. Reset the heading, reset the bugs here, and okay, this is all set. So the airport of Paro is at 7,300 meters, so we turn that up to 73. 73. 64 actually, so almost 74. The landing pressure is gonna be 1022, at least this is what we have right now. So we set that. Yeah, and I don't know if this is normal, but we have a slight difference here in oil temperature. Oil temperature of the right-hand engine is a little bit higher, but the oil quantity and the pressure is fine. Fuel temperature is fine, so yeah, we're all set to continue climbing up to our... So runway 15, Subsu 1. That brings us to Papa Romeo 888. Yeah, Papa Romeo 888. That's the final point. And from there on, we just continue how the weather and the visibility is. And by the wind, by the way, the wind currently at... Let me see. The wind currently at Paro is 160 degrees with 12 knots. So it's quite windy. Gonna be really interesting. As I said, I have a lot of fuel on board. Just in case we need to go around, because I calculated in the Mount Everest. Let's see. I always struggle finding it. It is somewhere over here, yeah. Let me just quickly check that out. So the Mount Everest is coming on the left side, but I think we're not yet here. Somewhere back here, I think. That's the problem I always have. I'm always struggling. And down here somewhere is Lukla Airport also. That should be somewhere down here. I think it's probably this valley or maybe the next one. Actually, maybe I can see it. Airports. No, I can't. Can't. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's somewhere over there. Let me check something. Okay, that's here, and yeah, you're right. That's Mount Everest back there. This should be it. This should be Mount Everest. Okay, it's a little bit washed out there, unfortunately. Too far away to make a good screenshot. So the thing is, you can see we are already at 24,000 feet, and now imagine that Mount Everest is exactly 8,850 meters, I think, in the meantime, and that equals to something around 26,000 feet back here. So even though we are already climbing and already at 24,000 feet, Mount Everest is still higher than we are right now. This is absolutely stunning. Can I get rid? Okay. Yeah, and we're just passing Lukla right now, so I think this should be the valley now for Lukla Airport. Maybe over here could be Lukla. Okay, yeah, I know, it doesn't look like it, Alex, it doesn't look like it, but trust me, it is. It is. I've checked it out, I think in the very beginning when I first got MSFS in 2020. It is definitely crazy. Crazy high. Okay, so everything looks fine, cabin altitude is rising, so let's get into the approach. 136. 136 it's gonna be. So we can set the bugs already. Oh well, we can also wait, it doesn't look right at the moment. Yep, and we're almost there already, basically. We're almost halfway through the route. We can see where the top of descent is also. Well, no, we cannot yet see it. Can just see it once we're at the top of descent, top of climb. And we can see the top of descent as well. I'm really a little bit excited about the approach. Is there a VOR at the airport? That would be interesting. Because I know there used to be a VOR approach into Paro, but I think that the VOR is not working anymore. So I think without... Yeah, I think without Arnav you can't get into Paro at the moment. Or what means at the moment, in the future as well. I mean, there will not be any... Okay, Paro... Like, there is an old VOR cloud break procedure. and it tells me that Paro VOR is at 108.4. So let's just see it. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is actually simulated in the sim. We can see here 126 miles. We set the course to 328. That would probably be the back course of runway 15. And there's also a an ADF, which is Paro at 410. Is it 410? Yeah, it is 410. Nope. Okay, I have to. Nope. 410 set. Okay, left. Okay, we're 1,000 feet to go. $900 is okay. And we can switch to Mach. Let's go Mach 0.772. Here we go. "22 minutes in the flight right now." Yeah, and you can see down here. You can see we reach top of climb right now and top of descent is over there. So, yeah. There's, I don't know why SimBrief even gives us flight level 310. I think flight level like, I don't know, 28 would be enough. I mean, we're not getting close to Mount Everest, so that mountains look also very high, but actually this is Mount Everest back there. Yeah, and I think that Captain Kavu is not joining us today. It's probably a little bit early for him, as it's just, I don't know, sometimes early in the morning in the US. But yeah, I already planned the stream before I decided, well, you could have done it a little bit later. Well, anyway, that's it. So maybe if he's looking at it afterwards, he could leave a comment. No, I haven't, Alex. I haven't. It's not... I mean, I was hiking onto mountains, but I was... Oh, shaky. I was hiking on mountains, but not climbing. So I tell you a little secret, my body doesn't like any kind of sports. So climbing is definitely not something for me. Hiking is okay, though. Okay, so we're getting close to Supsu, or Sapsu, or whatever. And let's see. Top of descent is reached in 35 miles, and yeah, we have at or above 17,000 with a maximum of 185 knots. That's really interesting. So I'm not sure. I didn't plan any RNAV approach now. So basically the route will end after Papa Romeo 888. But I'm thinking of adding the RNAV just in case. But the weather looks fine, so we probably should be okay to fly manually. Oh, by the way, we can change the cruise here. Not that it makes any difference, but well. I'm really a little bit excited, to be honest. Okay, so gross weight currently is 59.7. And according to the flight plan, our landing weight will be 58.9. So yeah, that's fine. We're gonna lose some fuel during the approach, definitely. So maximum landing weight is actually 58.9. So we definitely have to lose some speed, some weight to not do an overweight landing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's always weird to get into the clouds. I did that once, actually. Okay, so let's set the bugs. We do not have an auto brake, but well, actually that doesn't matter because I need to I need to go do max braking anyway. So I didn't test this flight before. I've absolutely not been to Paro in any way since the last stream. I think that was, funnily enough, that was last year Christmas, I think. Or around Christmas, if I remember correctly. So we're getting close to top of descent, so we reset now to 170. Put it in magenta, go for bird speed, and we go with 1000s. That's fine, and then we reduce the speed already to, let's make it 270 for now. The Mattock is losing speed quite fast, so I don't think we're gonna have a problem with losing speed later on. And also I need to stay a little bit faster so that we can lose some more fuel. Yep, absolutely, Alex. I can totally understand. That was the same I felt as well. Basically, it's just moisture, and I don't know why. I mean, I've never really thought about it, but in the end, I thought it's more, yeah, not as thin, more, yeah, sustainable, as you said, yeah. I don't know, maybe I was just stupid. So, minimum safe altitude is, well, checked. Approach and landing briefing is performed. MDF is checked and cross-checked. Landing data is confirmed. VBUCs are set. Radio altimeter is not yet set, but we can set it on 1022. And we can already set it because we will descend down to local pressure anyway. Hydraulic system, yeah, we need hydraulic system, so transition pumps on and high. Set. Pressurization is checked and descending, okay, perfect. Descent checklist is completed. Cabin signs, we will turn them on fairly early here. Fuel system is checked. We have plenty of fuel on board. Altimeter and bugs are checked. Approach checklist is completed. Okay, and if we have a look on the approach chart, we need to be at 14,000 feet and 145 knots over the mountains. So we will basically be in full configuration over the mountains here already before we dive into the valley. So we continue our descent a little bit further. And we need to be at 185 knots, but that's just because, well, basically we need to reduce the speed. The Meta can reduce the speed fairly fast, so we don't really need to get down with the speed so much as if we would fly an A319, for example. Paro traffic, China Northern 461, we're passing Sipsu right now for the Arnav Zulu runway 15 approach Paro. So we're not flying the VOR, the Arnav approach. Getting down with the speed a little bit. Okay, so after that song I'm gonna stop the music and then we start with the approach preparations. I reduce the speed to 250 now. And we basically, I mean, we have ground visibility, so there must be a valley and a river down there, and we basically just follow the river before we then turn right and cross this mountain gap there. So basically turn the heading to roughly the course where we need to go, which would probably be around 360. So this is basically the heading we need to go roughly after Papa Romeo 888. Can get down to 14,000. 220. Yeah, and we're at alpha speed, so I just need to get down the slats here at 232 or whatever it is. Oh, by the way, I wanted to stop the music, right? So let's just do that quickly, and there we go. So at Papa Romeo 888, we need to be at 17,000 feet or above, and max 185 knots. As I said, that's just because they need us to lose speed. And we have the speed brakes out right now, just to lose some speed here. And I can now extend the slats, so we get down with the speed. Today, I don't remember, but I think I didn't have head tracking after the latest flight. So basically, what we're gonna do now is nothing basically. Why can I not disconnect the autopilot? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, final. So let's see. I need to check. Oh, I don't have head tracking on yet. Okay. So we turn on the lights already, just so we don't forget that, and we go for manual speed also. I don't know if if this is a good idea or not, but well, okay. And we need to descend a little bit further. So, okay, the thing is, I can't see the valley with the river. So, hi Erkin, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna descend. And speed-wise, what did I say? Descent speed or approach speed 135 plus wind correction, so makes it roughly 140. Okay, 140. I can't see the river. Is there a river somewhere? Not really, no. Get rid of the flight director here, we don't need that anymore, and continue the descent. I think that probably the river is down here in that valley, I think. Yeah, but isn't that the reason that clouds exist? I mean, higher temperature than the surroundings? Oh, by the way, can I is there a... No, I cannot see myself on the map. Okay, that's basically very realistic as well. So, 20,000 feet. Speed is 240. We're quite fast here. And I want to do a quick flight descent prediction of, let's make it 176. No. Okay, so there we go. Continue the descent. Here is a river. That probably could be it. I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it. And we now follow the river. We go flaps 11 here. River is over there. There it is. And then we can... I probably guess we follow this valley over here. Let's see. I have no idea. And I think we need to turn here. Yeah, probably this is it. Okay, 14,000. I think this is it, I think. This is it. Or at least I hope so, because I'm going to go over there. And I really need to get off the speed now. Yeah, I know landing gear. I just have the speed brakes extended, 15,500. And well, probably. Oh, maybe it's over there. Okay, let's get some more speed here. It's probably over there. So I think 15,000 feet is is a little bit too low as well. But well, we get at least down with the speed. So flaps 15 now. And we're coming in on the wrong mountain, so this would be it. We should have gone over here. Yeah, and this is the valley we need to go in. Okay, there we go. Okay, speed 180. Yeah, we're very close now to the mountains, but that's normal. That is normal. Yeah, I know, but that's normal. Okay, now we are in the final valley. So we put down the landing gear, speed 180. And now we need to lose, we really need to lose some altitude. There is the monastery we need to go at. There is the river we follow. Yeah, but that's it, normal. That's definitely normal here. Okay, so I just need to get rid of some altitude and speed, because as you can see, speed is increasing now. We're at 200. I might get out the speed brakes, so we lose some speed here again, and then I do just some turns to lose some more altitude. Yeah, okay, and that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're now good to go. And we turn the knob here. By the way, we can set go around altitude is at 1,600, 16,000. Set that, okay, and there we go. We set flaps 28 on the speed brake. That's all set. And we need to get the engines running. The Matlock engines are reacting quite slow. So I just hope to not crash. That's my biggest fear. Not the mountain itself, but my biggest fear actually is a stall. Yeah, we're coming in fairly nice here. Remember, the airport is at almost 7,400. Okay, so flaps 40 now. And we need to get some more speed.
Flaps 40.
We're now a little bit high though. Okay, and turn. Well, there's the airport. We're too fast, that's a problem. We're too fast. That's good. Now we're a little bit off to the left here. We should have been more to the right. And left turn. Oh, oh. Well, made it down. Not a nice landing though. And I didn't record it. Darn. I could have recorded it so that I could have reflown it. Well, yeah, we're coming off quite nice here. Landing record was 460. 460. Weather radar off as we leave the runway. Okay, flaps up. We can start the APU. Landing lights off, taxi light dim. TARA off. APU is coming up. Yeah, I was a little bit off to the left probably because I was too fast. That was probably the problem. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't record the landing because otherwise I could have tried to fly again. I can see if I have a stored recording actually. Maybe we're maybe where is it? Flight recorder? Let me see, maybe I find a landing. I don't think so. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nothing. Nope. That's unfortunate. Really thought I could do a replay and then check it off. Well, the aircraft definitely need to go to maintenance, and but yeah. So we're going to do a back flight, I think, back to Kathmandu. We're going to go back to Kathmandu. Stand 3 it's gonna be. Off the nose light, turn in with this wonderful Nepalese family picture here. Have I ever flown out of Paro? I don't think so. Okay, stand number 3, there we go. And we have it set, so set the aircraft, parking brake is set. APU generators are on, and we can then turn off the engines. Okay, and there we go. Oh, a little bit too far and a little bit off the center line here, but well, we're the only aircraft, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so deboarding requested, and well, now let's see. Ground GPU can be connected. Come on. Or maybe we just have to wait a little longer. Beacon lights off, strobe lights off. Connect the GPU. Okay, there's a very nice VOR Bravo approach circling at Kathmandu. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, let's see. We go into SimBrief. And we do another flight. So is night departure allowed in Paro? Then because then I could go back to real time. Yeah, real time. Unknown destination. Oh. Okay, CBF 462. Calcutta will be our alternate for today. Fuel-wise, I'm taking at least 60 minutes of extra fuel again. And departure will be in half an hour, according to the flight plan. Yeah, but that's fine. I don't think so, since everything's visual at night. You don't have vision. Yeah, true. I think so as well. Let me quickly check. Sit. There is no chart available, and there's just normal airport info. Well, the thing is, there is no information on any chart that you're not allowed to fly at night. Yeah. Let me quickly check flight radar 24, because probably oh I just need to find the airport. There we go. Departures. There are indeed night departures. So the next... No, forget about it. Oh yeah, it is. It's currently 12... No, there's not. Never mind, there's not. Okay, so we stay at daylight and then we just switch to real time once we are airborne. So... Yes, Felix, you did miss the flight. Of course you did. You say hi and then you went off. So, but I'm doing a return flight now back to Kathmandu. So you can at least stay for the return flight. Okay, so reconnect. Go change the flight plan. There we go. Yeah, oh man, come on. There is a video out there, I remember, from a student pilot flying a 737 into Paro, and his landing basically looked the same as mine. The difference was he was without passengers. But all the rest were the same, so I'm fine with that. So why is the deboarding process takes like forever? Okay, whatever. So we go weight and balance, and we set sim brief OFP. Yep. Okay. Pax 0 of 28. GPU is connected. Fuel wise is okay. And okay. So we request refueling. No, it was not that hard actually. The landing was 462, so there was not even a maintenance necessary. Okay, so for me the landing wasn't the scariest thing. Everybody has to. Baggage unloading complete. Okay, so the refuel truck, yeah, refueling truck is on its way. But no, to be honest, Alex, the crossing of that mountain is indeed very close. So according to the charts. You can see here. Why is it so dark? So you can see here, you should cross Papa Romeo 816. That's the point where we cross the mountains at 13,800 feet. And I zoom in a little bit. 13,800 feet. And you can see the mountain over here on the right side is at 13,600. So basically, You just have a 200 foot difference between the point you cross and that mountain peak over here. Remember, that's the peak. So, and as you could see, that was a chain of mountains. So the highest peak is at 13.6, but the whole chain is very high. So there is only a few feet difference. So yeah, actually it was close, of course, but that's why I said it's normal. Okay, we check if we... No, we don't need that. I just need to quickly reset those pin stuff. Oh, okay, clear the pins. Perfect, we got that. Okay, okay, let's reset the overlay. There we go. So weight and balance wise, let's double check. Zero fuel weight 48.9. 48. So that's not the correct one. But it loaded CBF 462. Let's reset. Zero fuel weight 52.59. That is not correct. Okay, probably because like there is no fuel on board yet, no passengers on board yet. Okay, it's fueling up. Boarding requested, waiting for other services to complete deboarding. Okay, so the fuel, we are fueled up now. And we can also start the air condition, connect the air condition. Refueling complete, okay. Okay, so we are departing runway 15, condition dry, flap optimum, wind, let's say, is okay, no weather profile for Paro. So what I'm gonna do is I take the last one I had. I just need to figure that out in the stream here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So it's 160 at 12. 17 degrees. 160 at 12. 160 at 12. Okay. Temperature was 17 degrees. 17 degrees. We forced normal takeoff. QNH was 1022. Set anti-ice off, packs on, and takeoff weight. Well, we really need to have a look on the pages here. Okay. So pre-flight, request a flight plan, request weight and balance, trip fuel 2948, 2948, taxi fuel 363, and block fuel 11848. Okay, send. Init data, init request, set that. You shouldn't watch a stream while driving there, Felix. Okay, so check the received messages. There is the flight plan. Okay, yeah, there we have the route as well. Paro to Kathmandu via, and that's the routing we have. So, there we go, and we activated runway 15. Okay, and do we receive a preliminary load sheet somewhere? Oh, okay, I see. So takeoff weight estimated on the really? Zero fuel weight, 52,275. Okay, so we set that up. 52,275. That's almost 4 tons more than what we have planned in the flight plan. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's see, okay, transition altitude is 18,000. That is fine. Yeah, the zero fuel weight. I'm really not sure. I take that, but that's probably. Oh no. Oh no, that's wrong. We have reserves of 3, 4.1, 4.2. Cruising wind is 268 at 44. Huh? No. 268 44. There. Cruising level 300. ISA deviation +9. Okay. And fuel is 11.8 slash normal. Gross weight 64.1, 64.1, that's fine. I'm just really not sure about this one. According to the load sheet, according to the flight plan, it should be 64, but we're already at 64. So 60.4, but we are at 64. So let's just calculate that. Takeoff not allowed. Plant weight exceeds max allowable weight of 54 kilograms. Huh? Well, the takeoff weight, the maximum takeoff weight is 67. Okay, let's see. So, I have absolutely no idea what I have to do now. Takeoff weight is 63.7. 63.7. So let's try it. 63.7. Should be the same right now. So takeoff not allowed. So we turn the packs off. Takeoff not allowed. Interesting. Flap 15 departure. Does it help? No. No change. Optimum. Okay, so calculate. So what do you do if you're not allowed because of the weight? I mean, of course, in real life you would just reduce the weight. But how would I calculate my departure right now? I mean, that's really interesting. I mean, I could let me try something here. Takeoff data. Okay, so flap 9. Is there any change I can do with that? I think if I remember correctly, I can set a manual flap selection over here. So we need earlier drag, so we just go with, I don't know, flaps 12 maybe? And now this should change into flaps 12. QNH is also different. Interesting. 1022, so the QNH should change into 1022. That's not updated though. Okay, but anyways, we're gonna try to lift off with flaps 12. No, that's flaps 9. So okay, so we just take that. Flaps 9. Flaps 9. Flaps 9 set. And we have a yeah, max takeoff weight 67.8 and actual takeoff weight 65. Okay. Takeoff CG is 13.5. 13.5 is set. So we reset the trim. That's gonna be a very interesting departure. Tell you. I don't know why the tablet says 54. I have no idea. Okay. Okay, we go for full takeoff thrust. Let's recalculate it. Yeah, still the same, okay. Fuel is set. That should be 848, yeah. So max takeoff weight is over here, takeoff CG is over here, zero fuel weight CG. Takeoff CG, it does say, is 15.2. That's at least what the aircraft is telling me. 15.2, not 13.5. So with a CG of 15.2, we have a different trim setting. Okay, set. Flap 9 is set, flap 9 is set. Takeoff weight is fine. Okay, so V1 133. Actually, no, 142. We have dry runway. So, okay, this is set. We set speed of V2 here in 155. Set. Okay, and we can go straight up to 300. Okay. Packs are all loaded up. Boarding will be completed in a second as well. And then we're all set for the return flight. Weight and balance. Yeah, it's still 15.2. I just hope that there is the final load sheet coming in. And then I'm gonna check the information here again. Okay, so ground power is, and the APU is running. Gross weight, 64. 52.3. That's interesting. But it's... I can't see if it's the correct flight. I mean, the fuel... Oh, it's 462. Okay, let's... No, I don't click on import again because... no, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. It's all the same. All the same. All packs on board. We have all the fuel on board. Okay. By the way, is there something in the technical log? Or can I just service check expired, transit check? Woo! 10,000 hours. Cycles 6,000. Last service check 9,800 hours ago. Last weekly check on the 1st January 1980. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know when there is, when there need to be some checks. Okay. So boarding is done. Perfect. So we now just wait for the final load sheet, which should arrive now, any second. I hope so, at least. Yep, there we go. Crew message. No, that's still preliminary, but it should arrive any second now. I can set the V-Bucks now. Do I have to do something to receive the load sheet? Click calculate again. Max allowable of weight of 54 tons. Note, maximum takeoff weight structural. See AOM Volume 2 Chapter 1. Volume 2 Chapter 1 AOM Volume 2 Chapter 1. Volume 2 Chapter 1 Operating Limitations. Hello? It's empty. Okay, maybe it's loading, so just leave it. There is a new ACARS message. Load sheet. There we go. Acknowledge. So, zero fuel weight, 52.4. Actually, it's 52.5 even. Hi, Drini. Welcome to the stream. Takeoff weight is 64. CG 15.7. Unloaded. Or yeah, something like that. No, it's not unloaded. Underloaded. Overloaded? Underloaded. I don't know. I don't know what underloaded means. But so be it. Captain, check your fuel payload planning. Weight is beyond maximum. Yeah, I know, because I'm too heavy. I tried anyway, and let's just see if we crash into the mountain or if we can actually lift the aircraft off. So we can set the flight director on. Recycle the second one. We click nav here already. And, well, this is definitely not loading. So, yeah. Performance-wise, as I said, can't do anything. I'm above my maximum departure weight here. That's what it says. Anyways, we gonna go now for departure. Beacon light on. Can get rid of ground power and AC. And then we go for GSX and requesting departure clearance. Request pushback, yes. No, I don't want to start pushback engines before pushback. I'm fine, thank you, Drini. How about you? Okay, so we're now all set. This is off. These are on. We have 0, 0. Okay, this is on. We have almost all the pressure. Just need to turn off the.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, then. See you later, Alex. Thanks for joining in. I can understand, Rini. I can understand. Okay. I have no idea if I can get off the ground here with this aircraft right now with the weight. But yeah, we will see. We will see, right? So heading is 155, and we're gonna do nose right to left. Yeah, we're gonna release the parking brake. There we go. Okay, so we have all engines clear. We can get off the hydraulic pressure. Interesting. I don't have enough pressure, I think. But let's see. I don't think I have enough pressure. Yep, there's not enough pressure building. Oh yeah. I should also go to, wait a second, ignition Bravo. Okay, start valve open. Okay. Okay, all pressure. Shut the fuel in, and there is a crew message. I don't know, is this... Captain? No, that's not it. I don't know. Okay, so engine coming up, and there we go. Engine generator is kicking in, so we can start a second engine. N2, all pressure. N2 is coming up. EGT is coming up. Parking brake is set. 20. Insert fuel. Yeah, I really like it. I really like the AMD cockpit. It's also something different compared to all the other stuff. Okay, generator 1 is kicking in as well. Engine ignition back to off. Get the pressure in. APU can be turned off. Get rid of the crossfit levers. Trim is now set. Trim is set. Flaps are set to 9. No, wait a second. Flaps are not yet set to 9. Flaps are set to 11. Now flaps are set to 9. Yep, I was flying into Paro, and now flying out of Paro. Okay, so we can accent the wing lights, the landing lights already. Get these on. Parking brake is still on, that's fine. Anti-ice is on. APU generators on, that's okay. All set. Pitot heat on. Do I have flight mode? No. Now, flight mode. Turn on hat tracking. Turn on taxi lights. Do a quick flight controls check. Full left, full right. Okay, looks good. EGT, well, looks okay. N1, N2, everything looks good. And, okay. So release the parking brake, and we're gonna start taxiing. What do you mean with why? Why I flew out of fly out of Paro? Well, because I just landed, and now I'm going back to Kathmandu. Paro traffic. China North End 462 is taxiing to holding point Alpha runway 15 Paro. Okay, well, I just hope that I can get off the ground with this aircraft right now. I'm not really sure if this is going to work or not. Because I have no idea why the calculation's telling me I'm too heavy. But, well, I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, better not watch the landing, Dreeny. Paro traffic, China Northern 462 lining up, backtracking runway 15, Paro. All the lights on. TARA. We can turn on the terrain radar. And we will have full power for takeoff. So and we're going all the way back to as far as we can. We even get onto this gravel part here a little bit with the nose. Not with the gear, of course, but with the nose. And we're all set now. Okay. So you can see the first waypoint we're gonna have is Tick-T over here, or Tim-T over here. So what we're gonna do after the departure is we turn left into the valley here to gain some altitude. And when we have the altitude, we're gonna turn straight to the first waypoint. So what we're gonna do now is we set takeoff thrust, and I hold the brakes. I hold the brakes until we have set takeoff thrust, because I really need full speed here. Okay, so we slowly increase to 1.5, okay, and set takeoff thrust. EPR takeoff. Still on the brakes. Takeoff thrust set, and I have an EGT blinking, but I think that's fine. I also have hydraulic blinking over here. Let's see. Clamp. 80 knots. Release forward pressure. And my hands are still on the engines, on the throttles. That's gonna be close. That's gonna be close. Yeah. And there we go. Yeehaw! So engine 1 failed. What is happening? So engine 1 failed here as well. I guess I was too heavy. I guess I was too heavy. Well, interesting. Also interesting, by the way, that the aircraft is shut down completely, but the brakes are still working. Okay. Let's try something different. We're gonna disconnect from the network, and then we go back to runway 15, and just walk me there, please. Okay, and can I set... No, I think I can't set it. I think I can't set. Can I? Let me think a little bit, but I think it's not possible to set. By the way, why is the aircraft off? Like, start pump on and then start the APU. Yeah, but I expected that to happen, honestly. Because the tablet was telling me already that I'm too heavy. Although I don't understand why it says 54.7, but yeah, it told me that I'm too heavy to depart that runway, and well, in the end, it was right. So, the thing is, well, the APU is now starting. The aircraft, I think engine 1 died because EGT was blinking, so it was getting hot, and also the oil, I can't remember, oil pressure or oil temperature was blinking, so that might have been the problem why it was not working. Okay, so let's see. I will just try something different here right now. Just a quick. So let's just the aircraft set off a little, and then okay, and then we start the engines quickly. Or maybe not. Why do I not have pressure? Oh, it's taking a while. Okay. Yeah, I think that lost because the engine 2 then also got lost. I think that was the problem. I just want to find out what happens if I... Can I change something here? Yeah, I think so. So if I do not do the sim brief OFP, but I took in like 0 packs, and we have 200 cargo in the front compartment and nothing in the back. Yeah, we have now a takeoff weight of 48.5. So we basically have, well, maybe let's just add something here. Okay. And that should be okay now. Okay, fuel is fine. So now we should be able to calculate... Oh, no. Yeah. Takeoff weight 50.6. 50.6. Normal takeoff, flap 15. That's what I wanted to see. So the reason is was indeed that I don't need to set that as flap 15 as a notch anyway. Okay. Flap 15. We're gonna set that, and okay. I just quickly set everything up. Just want to see. Yeah, I know. I just... It was calculated by SimBrief, so actually I thought... that it should be working. I mean, never trust SimBrief anyway, but... Okay, so performance... We have 11.8/n. I just quickly set everything up, so burns A or N. Yeah, I did that. 11.8/n. Yeah, okay. Zero fuel weight is 39.1. That's really low. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have. That's right. Maybe I should have trusted the EFB. Is there... No, there is no way. Oh, that always takes forever here to set that. Okay, now we can start the engines. So flaps 15 are set. So we have pressure. HP bleed off and get this off. Start. Okay, interesting. Your right hand engine is not starting. Hydraulic pressure is set. This is set. Why is the second engine not coming up? I have pressure. Turn off the start pump. We have the packs off. Air on. APU normal. Batteries on. Let's try it again. Yep, it's not reacting. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, now it is reacting. What about the engine? Nothing. Okay, so let's... Oh, interesting. If I move that, the EGT is moving. But there's nothing with the oil pressure. Interesting. There's also no takeoff warning, by the way. Oh, there is. Interesting. So why is the EGT moving while I move the throttle? Anyways, interesting. Okay, let's see. Air is on. APU's on. Battery's on. These are off. We have pressure. Those are on as well. Ignition set to both. Maybe ignition is off. Interesting, there's nothing happening. Maybe I flooded the engine. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. No, it's not cold weather operations. It's maybe abnormal emergency. Engine fire or damage. Engine failed. Aborted start. 2 engine flame out. Oil pressure high. Engine 1 engine out. Oil pressure low. Alter quality. In-flight engine start. Thrust lever idle. Fuel shut-off lever off. Engine fire fully in. Related engine anti-ice switch on. Related fuel tank pump switch both on. Oh, yep. No, all fuel pumps are on. I mean, it's not an in-flight, but all pressure indication. So why is Alex gone? Now I would need Alex to help me out with that. If I move the thrust lever, I don't know. Okay, does the left-hand engine start? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So now I will lose pressure. Okay. I can't get this thing back running. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought that this might be a problem here. Um, lights are on. Hydraulic is on. Everything is on. I mean, I could start the emergency power as well, but this shouldn't actually be a problem. APU is running. Generators are on. I mean, I can click fuel heating, but there's also 2 less power, I think. Okay, well, I'm very sorry, but apparently, um, the crash there destroyed something here, so I'm not able to start the engines, and I have no idea why. So pressure off, so that this is pressure. I mean, I could go to override, let's say. Okay, let's just leave them up in the maximum position here. Interesting. That is really interesting. So, where's Alex if you need him? um, I mean, of course, I could just restart the flight, but start pump is also unnecessary for the moment. I could. Also, the temperature is not too high, so there is no icing. Okay, let's see if there is anything else I can do. Pneumatic and air condition, transfer lockout light, telecom cabin altitude, emergency descent. Pitot stall here, yeah, okay, jammed stabilizer. Oops. How can I go back? I can't. Oh, back, maybe here. Oh, okay. Oil pressure. Loss of both engines. APU generator off. FMS failure, gear open. There is no message, like no point in like nothing with like flooded engine or something. Engine fire or damage. Engine fail, in-flight engine shutdown. Aborted start, 2 engine flame out. Engine out operation. Oil pressure. Let's see, 2 engine flame out. Electrical system, engine hydraulic system. Engine anti-ice as required. Engine out operation. After takeoff. I have no idea, actually. It's also saying art inop, so there is definitely something wrong. I just don't know what is wrong. Okay, anyways, then we don't try another departure out here. So that's really unfortunate, I have to say. But I have no other idea. I mean, I could reset. I could reset the generators. But why would that help? I need more pressure. I just don't know how to obtain more pressure. I can try something. I connect the... Okay, that's not working. I was about to say I connect the air starter unit, but it's not... That's not working, probably because I'm on the runway. Or maybe... Let me try something. Nope. Well, at least the engine is still there. Air start. Oh, now I can connect the air starter unit. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's see if we now have more pressure available. I don't think so. Nope, nothing is happening. Let me get flaps up. But also nothing happening. I mean, why would the flaps? Okay, guys, anyways, so I think this is not working anymore, so let's just ignore that and well, what a weird stream today. Well, the landing was quite okay. I should have ended the stream there. Anyways, thank you very much, guys, for being here, and I hope to see you next time. I'm sorry that the return flight is not working anymore, so yeah. Just hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers!